Castle Hill, a drumlin formed in the last ice age by glacial action. Sat on top, with commanding views of the town and beyond, the remains of the 13th century Kendal Castle. The main entrance, which would have been reached by a bridge over the moat, the remains of the gatehouse still stood, watching the many visitors pass by. The Manor Hall, once the most important part of the castle. Here on the first floor would have been the Great Hall, reaching up over 10 metres or 32 feet high. It would have been the seat of power for the vast estate governed by the barons. Imagine it as it once was, covered with brightly decorated walls, roaring fires, tapestries and great rugs, and glazed windows letting light in. Minstrels and other entertainers at the great banquets held here to impress important visitors. The castle was first built by Gilbert Fitz Renfrew in 1184 of timber construction. It replaced the now too cramped Castle How to the west of Kendal. It was his son William who constructed the first stone castle in 1240. In 1383 the castle was granted to the Parr family by Richard II. If the Parr name sounds familiar, it's because the most famous Parr was Katherine Parr, the sixth and final wife of Henry VIII. Local legend has it that she was born here. It seems more likely that the castle was already ruined by the time she was born, in 1512. Here under the Great Hall were the remains of the 4 dark barrel-vaulted cellars, used to store food and drink. The castle will be well supplied by the farms and parklands within its control. It even had its own fish farm. Beside the main hall building is this tower, projecting out into the curtain wall. Here would probably have been the rooms accommodating the Baron and his family. First floor windows would have given views out over the surrounding land. castle well would have been essential, especially if under siege. The central courtyard would once have had other buildings in it, including a chapel, and near the centre a dovecote. The courtyard would have been a very busy place. At the southern end of the courtyard is the southern tower, an additional entrance to the castle courtyard. The remains of a vaulted arch are visible here. The curtain wall remains up to 2 metres thick in places and would have had a rampart walkway patrolled by guards. We come to the northwest tower. The ground floor consists of this dark, damp, vaulted room, maybe for storage, or was it a dungeon? Once 3 stories, this tower may have had accommodation for a castle official on the uppermost floor, but sadly this doesn't exist anymore. A fireplace remains with a chimney built into the wall. Through the metal gate you can see the remains of the stairs leading up to the lost floor above. And also the garderobe, or indoor toilet. The exits through the tower to drain into the moat. Lovely. The moat must have stunk. The first floor has views out over the courtyard and beyond the moat. (1572) saw the castle in total decay. Stone from the castle would have been reused for buildings in the town. In 1896, the ruins were bought by the town of Kendal to mark the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Victoria. A total reversal of roles, with the barons of the castle once owning the town. If you've enjoyed this video and want to support the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks to everybody who has already subscribed.